Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Voices of the Void. And it seems that last time the Void may have finally come to us. Not only did we have an absolutely horrifying encounter with whatever it was that attacked us at the site of the hole, but we also had what I can only describe as an invasion of radar contacts, which turned out to be these purple lights that roamed about the landscape and disappeared when I tried to get close. I'm still picking something up at the hole, and I may head out there. But really, there's a lot of things moving around. It's in a constant state of flux. Like, look, now that we have the radar history back, we can see things constantly coming and going. And that's likely been the case the entire time. We've just been blind to it for the most part. And other things, willfully so, because I can still see those things on there. But for now, I'm just going to worry about doing my job. Because even though we do have some freedom to get out there and at least see what's causing all these shadows for us to chase, for the most part, we are in a very reactive position. Maybe that wouldn't be true if I had actually managed to seize to impound one of those alien craft earlier. But as it stands, all I've got is my trusty rifle that I do not trust at all. Seriously, that thing looks ancient, and it did not serve me well in previous versions. But it's gotten an overhaul, so maybe this time will be different. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna have 3 signals to send out for today, so we can start working towards getting at least some good boy points. But honestly, I think the requirements must have gone up because it's a lot harder than before. Even sending out a lot of these things, we don't get our full 500. So I'm gonna stop worrying so much about being the most efficient possible and start focusing on the experience. Now I also placed another camera down in the cave, and we're gonna spend some effort watching that entrance. Now that we've got some downtime, I am going to finally start picking up some of the trash that's littering the place. I mean, this is the most annoying to deal with, but it's just bothering me a lot. And besides, this is how we get our scrap to craft things. And some of you told me, speaking of crafting, that the reason I wasn't able to make the Molotov in the last part is that we simply need more fuel. So I'm gonna work a bit on the basement some more, and we'll try and get it up to about 15. Melvin. Hang on, Melvin. Oh, right, you're a different password. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Melvin! How did you even... The door was locked. If only I'd had a camera here. Would I have footage of you crawling through this thing? Okay, well... You've left a drive behind, so I'll take that as a parting gift. I'm pretty sure it was there anyway, but... Please, I'm just trying to convince myself that you're not coming back to kill me right now. We saw what happens when we try to cremate you. And perhaps we should be doing more of that. But let's see how our signals are doing. Oh, and making sure we're properly locked down as well. God, there's so many of these mannequins in here with me. And they're all in such ominous positions to peek at me from. Oh, yeah. This is getting interesting. Oh, we've got to get rid of this stuff. Let's just listen to this really quickly. Look at space, trying to act real normal ever since the events of last night. Okay, let's get ready to send all this stuff out. We are going to just buy a lot of basics. We have money now. Our main upgrades are all in, so I can stop talking about it finally. And now it's just going to be a matter of, well, what do you say for a goal for this episode? We try to reunite with an old friend. I think that should be fun. We've got our reports, so we can tear that off. It's on the advice of one of you that I've started keeping it in the book, because we're probably going to be wanting to take more of these notes with us from now on. Oop. And we should be good. There's a stand right here. I don't like that in the least. Let's just finish off the last of our sushi. Oh, wow, huh. This is actually a really great item. I don't even know if you can even buy it this way. It would be so broken. I really appreciate the care package. Only now sinking in that you're not just a decoration and you are in fact a real thing that's here. You know, it used to be these mannequins would all leap off at once. Now it's a much more of a staggered process. Dr. Max, Dr. Anna, you believe me, don't you? You seem to be some of the only ones actually on my side, but look, we've got a whole ton of points now, and I can collect a whole lot more from the mining rig, because that's really cooking with fire now. I'm going to try and do something that you suggested. Yeah, some of you suggested that I should buy 5 cigarette packs and use them with, well, with what was somewhat vague, but I'm guessing that it's got to be the French smoker in the break room, right? The one hanging out with Darwin? And speaking of our friends, I've actually forgotten to look at the description for this plush we found in the other hole. Unknown doll. There is no description. Guess we weren't missing much. Actually, put it this way. Putting you up here and keeping you with this thing feels right. There you go. Seems like it's going to be another one of those rainy nights, but one which we don't have to worry about too much because we have invested in the storm filter. Meaning that we have absolute assurance that it will not drift during the night. Remember seeing those numbers jiggle so much? I did not miss that. And sometimes I think it's valuable, and I'm really saying this more as a note to myself during editing, to just, like, you know, leave these moments. These times where you're just kind of sitting here and enjoying the ambiance. It may not seem like it, but it's a huge part of what makes this game what it is, and it's easy to lose sight of that as time goes on. I am going to order myself the glow stick. There we go. That's pretty much going to, like, partially replace our flashlight at points. And as for the rest, I guess we'll just put towards upgrades and Kerfur. That's the weird thing, is finding out that those 5 cigarettes for an Easter egg will cost as much as Kerfur. What are our You're open. So what time is it now? It's midnight, so you definitely... The cave opens prior to midnight. What about the hole? What do you see? Actually, if we are looking for mysterious lights in the distance, the best thing is to not use night vision. But all appears normal. That's the thing, is that these cameras, they give us a view around the park without having to leave, but it's a very limited view, and it still requires, well, visual identification. Alright, we are going to start breaking open some of these crates, because the obstructed sightlines down here are unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. God, I still have yet to figure out how to open this door, but I swear there is a lot more blood on the ground than there used to be. We're gonna start breaking this open so that we can get more coal, so that we can get more fuel, so that we can maybe make some Molotovs. What is that, a mini wheel? Does that just count as rubber scrap or what? Some MREs. Oh, now some of you guys had told me that MREs are actually worth a fair bit. Oh, no, it's okay, I'm getting paranoid. This is a set of blinds. Here I was thinking that, Somehow, even after we'd burned them, some stands were left behind. God. Well, here's our glow stick that we can now use to look around, and as you can see, it is no replacement for the flashlight, but it'll at least allow us to see what we're doing without having to waste battery. Huh, it seems that some coal chunks are bigger than others. I imagine they get us more fuel as well, right? Do you think owners of coal mining empires are deliberately bad all year so that Santa will give them free product? I'm sorry, my mind tends to wander when I'm doing a repetitive task for a long time, but that should be everything from those few crates. Oh, no, there's just a little piece still hiding under the tree. Come on. You get in there. And where is that fuel can? Right here. That's open. Let's fire her up. That did not get us up. There we go. There we go. It's just there was more than I thought there was before. That is useful. Well, as long as we can find another source of coal, because obviously these boxes are going to run out at some point. I actually think this is bugged, because we can see the cap on it, and when I look at the info, it says hold right mouse button to open it, and then again to drink. So I think that's just not working correctly. This recipe should work. Listening to signals while you're actively working, that's the way to go. Don't drop everything. Allow it to be the ambiance that you do your work to. Seeing that empty booth over there. I might end up turning the lights on, because I can still feel him staring back at me, especially knowing that he had nowhere to go. Maybe he pulled a Jurassic World and I just let him out. I didn't even see. We're actually pretty close to being able to get our friend early on. That's going much faster than expected. Tell you what else is going much faster than expected. The rate at which my doom encloses around me. Hey, we're going out there anyway. Might as well start early, right? Oh, hey, I had forgotten about this. They also gave us, in that care package, some chocolate. That's really good for both hunger and sleep, so it's a good thing the roaches didn't get it. Alright, we're heading out towards Lima first, because that's in the direction of the hole, and even though I couldn't see anything on the camera, there is still a persistent contact over there. So let's go check it out. Unfortunately, our fuel is a little bit low due to last night's shenanigans, but that's all the more reason to get this out of the way early so that it can spend the day recharging. You know, in the last couple of seasons, I had used the glow stick pretty consistently as my main source of light, and I'm really not liking it now that I've spent this entire game using the flashlight. And I know I'm turning these lights off every time I leave, so what gives? Yeah, they're very bugged. You didn't turn off the first time. Here we are. Whether I want to be here is another question. Heard there was a radar ping in this vicinity. Maybe it's an anomalous door. What is going on up there? Hang on. I mean, me and this door have history, so maybe I don't want to get too close. But yeah, looks like it tried to fix itself, and that didn't really work the way they wanted. What happens if I... Okay, so this one is just completely... Oh, never mind. Well, I guess we really can move it. I mean, it doesn't feel heavy, it's just really awkward to maneuver things like this with these controls. The crates that this was stacked up on, those are gone. This thing's got a lot of fuel in it, actually. Alright, but we're not worrying about that for now. Something is going on here, something very active. I had seen this as an abandoned site, but that's less and less likely to be the case. Seeing scratch marks on the ground. Hello? I just saw the lights go out. Yeah, no. I came in here, the lights were on, and then the lights went out. Explain. I'm also going to ping anybody down? Mike. And Victor. But that's a problem for later me. These mornings, huh? I know I say it every time. Wait. Okay, that's the Transformers. Wait. Wait, no, that can't be the Transformers. 'Cause there's two in that direction. The only other Transformer should be that way and that way. There's another fire burning up there. Okay, well, that's what we're doing right now. How much fuel do we have? 36.5? We're fine. We've taken care of all of our hash codes for the day. The day is young, which means we're going to be spending it on whatever this is. Imagine how weird it would be if we find just like a bonfire where there's a whole bunch of escaped mannequins and they're all burning a Kel effigy. Did I say weird? I meant horrifying. Existentially, as a threat to my personal safety, lots and lots of reasons why it's horrifying. So there's one smoke plume right there. That's the Transformer. Which, don't let me forget, I still want to do a camping trip out there. And where's the other? Should be right behind it. Yep. Those are twin trails. That doesn't lie. There they are again. And it looks like they're setting up shop. Come on. I look at this and all I can think of is the music from Outer Wilds. Back again, huh? Maybe this time to stay? Alien artifacts, which I know better than to touch. I already stole your little figurine. Ooh, there's a campfire. There's a campfire. This in particular was never here for me, and apparently that was a bug. Are you watching me, like with your picnic? Well, I'll leave you to it. I understand it's rude to walk through somebody else's campsite. However, look at this. You're keeping this raised. There's a device up on that platform. I don't have the hook with me right now. But I get it. You're doing this like the way you keep food away from bears, right? And I'm the bear. Well, let's see if I'm smarter than the average bear. Apparently not. These look comfy. And we can, in fact, sleep in them. Alright, well, we've got places to be. They don't seem to mind. Oh, what is that over there? What is that over there? Hang on. At first I thought that was the little place where the hatch is in the ground, but I think this is way too close for that. It's Stonehenge. Once again, a site walled off in the middle of the woods, or fenced off. This is the third one we've found. There's this, there's the restricted area over by that end, and there's the work-in-progress tree place. It's almost like the powers that be have deemed this place some sort of like supernatural site, and are studying it, or at least were at some point. Maybe historically, the towers are just part of that. And here's that Latin note again. Yeah, obviously I can't pretend for too long that I don't know what this is, and what we have to bring back here. In fact, this right here is a hint. However, who knows if I'll even be doing that this time around. All I do know is that Darwin needs to grow. He needs to grow and grow and grow. He needs calcium. He's a growing boy. Anything here we can use? Some MREs, which I'm going to start collecting. You guys told me that they can sell for a decent amount. Might be one reason why we bring back the barrel full of them in that log. Look at that from Victor. It's astonishing just how out in the open they really are. They're right next to that tower. I don't know if I should be concerned about that, but thankfully it is daylight and the ATV has started to recharge, meaning we've got a little bit more in our range of exploration. You saw that, right? There was something there. It looked like a dog or a deer, and then it just faded out. Very strange indeed. I think I saw something like that last season too, and I never got an answer then either. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Wait, where's our camera? Document everything. Leave no stone unturned. It's also really weird how the flash comes on when you exit a vehicle. Okay, let's go see about you. Actually, this thing over here will always hold a special place in my heart as being essentially the first Voices of the Void Easter egg that I found on my own. One of the more interesting things about playing this game as it develops is seeing what changes and what stays the same, and this has been persistent. I believe I remember reading somewhere that in earlier versions there was a crash site over in that direction, and that was removed as probably being too much too early, too obvious. Oh, we can help ourselves to a burger. Has anything changed over here? I'm not sure, but you know what? Since I don't learn lessons, why don't we grab some of these bones for the road? Oh, not enough space. That's all we need for now. Actually, who am I kidding? We have a backpack. We're finished. We've really got the whole day to ourselves at this point. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do now. We've got our skull, which for some reason is just labeled as bone. That's a fine addition to my collection. And the rest will make a fine addition to his. Ah, Darwin, you're getting up and trying to move around. I told you not to do that. You don't have any ligaments. Well, I guess piled haphazardly on the floor is good enough for now. Just know that you're probably like 4 or 5 humans at this point. You know what I'm saying, right? Alright, you just keep a sharp eye right there. Your judgmental gaze will keep them from trying anything funny, I think. And we'll get back to our duties. Let's just do that. We're gonna have to buy some more coffee soon. Thankfully we found some. In the sad absence of Melvin, I think we should finally have enough. In fact, exactly enough to get what we really want. To the point where this almost seems unwise at this stage, but after a certain point, why wait, right? What are we waiting for? And the answer is funding. But let's not worry about such things. We've never got the pink one before. So let's do it. I do keep forgetting that our cameras show as radar contacts, so maybe getting the upgrade that allows us to differentiate what we're seeing would be a good idea. But we're not doing anything for a while. We've got to go greet our new purchase. It's here. Hey, it's an achievement now. Unfortunately not one of the money-granting achievements. There it is. It comes with a 100% energy, which means we can start you right away. Let's say we start you on your feet, not that you need the assistance. Or you know what, you're pink, you're happy. You should begin your life in the sunlight, right? Look at this thing! These things are such a staple of this game, and it's a shame it's taken us so long to get one. And it's useful too, and upgradable. And we're definitely going to see more of that as time goes on. However, in the meantime, we're actually not going to use you as much as I'd like. See, these things can actually go out and do things like fix servers for us. It can save us a tremendous amount of time, and when we upgrade you, you can even get reports, thus freeing us even more. However, apparently they haven't really updated their pathfinding to this new terrain, and so there's been a lot of issues reported with them getting stuck and running out of battery. It's a whole mess, but you know what? You don't need good pathfinding to hang out with me here. And you definitely like to hang out. Let me show you around the base, little guy. This is the front room, where you can listen to the whine from these graphics cards as they make me an endless stream of money at the cost of the environment. Seriously, the energy costs are insane. Do not tell my employers. Over here is the break room, where you can hang out with, is it Goisha, something like that? Frenchie, you can call her Frenchie, and Darwin. Come on. Yep, he's like a pile of leaves. He loves it. Just jump through him and watch him scatter. And over here is where we live and work. This is the heart of our operation, and I'm going to ask that you not run full speed into that table, sending the TV toppling to the ground. It's very expensive. Huh. Can't really handle stairs, can you? I thought you could previously. Or actually, no, I know you couldn't, but, like, I know you can handle the ones at the towers. Unless something has changed. Oh, there's the room we don't go in. Don't go in it. And here's where we sleep. I'll try and get some more mattresses down as we expand our circle of friends. But for now, you can have the top bunk. Actually, how adorable would that be? Hang on. Oh, you're trying to gyroscopically stabilize yourself even in midair. How are you doing that? Oop. Just wanted to give you a little taste. Tell you what. Are you roughly nerd-sized? Hang on, we've got to experiment with this. You are. Okay, so at least we know how to hide you in the event of an emergency. Look at that, we've already generated another 9 crypto. And we may well need it. Tell you what we can do with you. Let's send you out to fix servers. You know, I was gonna get the door for you. Excitable little thing, ain't ya? Yeah, I can tell this is going to be a huge miss. And we can either follow you, or we can watch you from the cameras. You actually have your own camera that allows me to even control you if you get stuck. Oh, you're a water skimmer. I didn't know Kerfur was amphibious. I just want to follow you around for some on-the-job training. It's kind of a tradition at this point. Actually makes me feel kind of proud. I remember it like it was roughly 2 weeks ago that I first walked through those gates. I wish I could have been drone dropped directly into the base. And let's see how you handle yourself here. It looks like you found this pretty nicely. But here is where you have some issues. And you're not smart enough to know to go around. Alright, well, let's help you out. You are still learning after all. You can climb these. See, this is why you have to clip your stairs, map makers. I love the little confused, like, spin around whenever you hit something. Like, you can't believe that just happened. And you'll come in here, you'll do your little dance. Oh! You got big, swole arms. And now you can't find any broken server. Good job, Kerfur. There's a restaurant near me that apparently has one of these things, and I need to go there. Now, if you're working correctly, try not to get run over. Don't chase after a moving vehicle. It's like the first thing they teach you. You should be able to follow me back no problemo. And it's actually kind of scary when you look back and see how quick you really are when you need to be. Kerfur, what did I say? Oh no. Oh no! Kerfur, for insurance, you know? What do we do about this? Like, seriously. Oh, there you go. Oh, I see what your problem is. Your cable. That's what the toggle does. Alright. Reactivate, you're fine. Walk it off. Walk it off, you little gremlin, but maybe don't walk so close to me. Now I have to keep ahead of you. Oh, Kerfur, see these? 50 points, each one you run over. You weigh a little less than this ATV, but that's alright. It's the sentiment that counts. You need to make sure they feel unwelcome. Stop doing that, please. Now, the ATV is going to charge a little longer, but we always lock down for the night. There's a lot of things out here, and some of them are pretty dangerous, so you'll want to make sure you stay safe. You are probably relatively safe in here. To be honest, I haven't fully answered that question myself. But anyway, here's where we spend most of our downtime. And, well, you always have a home here. It's always a good spot to relax. Surprisingly comfy if you don't let the concrete get to you. Other than that, Kerfur, it's pretty comfy around here. We pretty much just sit around and detect and listen to signals and watch TV. You are so adorable, do you know that? Yeah, you know that. This place is much less lonely than when we got here already, isn't it? We've got Killjoy, we've got Argemia and her little ship, we've got Kerfur, and we've got our friends in the other room. Things are looking up. Oh, not to mention the Bone Brigades stocked up right here. An ever-growing legion. Maybe they're chill now that they're separate from Skeletrex. He's huge. He's 15 feet tall and he has bones the size of tree trunks. Now, Kerfur, I'm going to want you for company during the night, and you do have limited battery. So I'm going to bring you over here to charge. It's an awful lot like just going to sleep, but don't worry, it's all fine. You are in good company here, and honestly, the break room might be one of the safest places in the base, simply because of how far it is from anything else. Now, toggle that, and by that I mean it's an enclosed room, so nothing really comes in here, even when it wants to screw with me. Well, unless I'm in here. So let's plug you in, and you will start to charge. I really hope that the massive increase in energy spending from this place... I don't feel so good. What do you mean? I was gonna say, I hope it doesn't raise any red flags with management. Ow. Ah, was it from eating like a bad MRE or something? I don't know how to tell if they're bad, but I did just have one. I also did just eat the chocolate that was on the ground for a long time, so take your pick. It's the subtle ones that make you think the most. Now, what else is there for us to do? Let's have a look at our radar. What was that sound? Kerfur, everything alright? Yeah, you're 100% charged, actually. But I just heard something that sounded really, really bad. Like a crunch. Hang on. If we come in here... This is something I haven't done in far too long. Oh my god, TR2 is like about to go down. We're gonna have to invest more in transformer stability soon, because it feels like it wasn't all that long ago that I did it, but I'm gonna have to go for a late night run. We'll use this door since the ATV is outside. I hate leaving the kids home alone, but we're just gonna have to we should send out the signals first. Just noticed that one of the mannequins is missing from the front. Howdy! You're so lucky I don't have time to burn you right now. However, I have just enough time to chuck you upriver. You didn't get shucked as much as I would like. Yep. There you go. Let the current carry you away. And that is ready to go out. Drone should be arriving shortly. Let's get out there. Once again, that lonely light in the forest guides my way. Although when it's during the pitch black of the night like this, it's not only more useful, but also more ominous, as it seems to be floating in total blackness up on that hill. The most important thing is we cannot let this go down for anything. So get you, and we're out. Okay, lock the door behind us. Hope that this guy will behave. It feels wrong to start preemptively cremating them, but it also feels necessary. Okay, you are all done charging, so we can pull back your cable, up and over, and bring you back. And to celebrate your first night here on the job, I feel like this is one of those events that's worthy of lighting a candle. There we go. You know, I haven't really been using the candle very much because the lighter has limited uses now, but maybe if we buy one, it has more, because, I mean, we did find it essentially used. I think I'm going to start taking my own advice and start sending out level 1s and 2s just to get the extra score. Because, well, I mean, that last job got us a good amount of money, so it seems like sending out at least 3 a day will keep us in the good graces of higher up. Nice. You did a good job, Kel. This piece is very good and data is clear. Do you see that, Kerfur? Daddy's getting complimented at work. Because I'm the best in my field, and also the Only in my field. Okay, that's the reflection from the candle. I was kind of worried for a second there. But now here's what we do, is we do a ping, and we listen for a voice from the void, and we just kind of circle around and sit here and listen and find more and sit here and listen, and it is all very, very monotonous, and we do this until we retire at 85. You little wage slave. We're going to take this opportunity to upgrade serviceability again, and download speed, and processing speed. We've just got to be like putting points into that steadily, and we'll find over time that our job gets easier. And it's quite a bit easier now with you here. You know what? While we're here, just as a dry run, we should see how your control feature works, because that's something I've never really done, even though it's been a thing the entire time. There you are. You appear as a camera. Let's try it. Well, we can zoom in and out, but I can't seem to manually control you unless there's a specific way that we have to do it. Question is, how do we... Oh, that's forward. That's your speed. But then how do we control left and right? It's clear we do have control. Ow. Excuse me. Yeah, you did... Oh my god! Kerfur, what is that? Kerfur, what is that freaking thing? It's through the chair! Is that a zombie deer? What? Am I hallucinating? What is going on? Kerfur, stay away from it, please. This thing just ran in. I didn't hear a door open or anything. It just... well... Do we try and kill it? I don't want to sit back down. Yeah, no, if you want to leave, I'm 100% fine with that decision. Yeah, no, that's probably a good idea. I'm actually kind of concerned that you're doing that, but... do I use the rifle? I don't particularly want to try. I guess we just keep working. Bear in mind, this all comes about a day after we saw what I can only describe as a ghost deer in the woods. At least we have our proof this time, but how do I resolve this situation? I can't even seem to hit you. I phase right through you. You damage me. Can't sit. I can see that. Are you sitting in the chair? Am I meant to understand that that's what you're doing right now? Oh my god, I was starting to talk about making this house a home. Well, I guess we don't have that option. Kerfur, why are you just staring at the wall like it's the Blair Witch or something? Just slowly rolling back. I feel like I should be waving my hand in front of your face. Is it because I took manual control? If I turn you off and back on again, will that fix it? If I turn the game off and on again, will that fix it? I can't even see that. I can't. Are you controlling Kerfur right now? You turned to look at me like that's exactly what you're doing. What do I do about this? Actually, wait. I remember this. How to get rid of a zombie deer. I've been seeing that for like 2 seasons now, and I've always wondered how that works. Go outside and get rid of the corpse. I thought it was like some kind of thing to make me paranoid, because I've never seen one. What corpse, dude? What corpse? Can I get you to follow me somewhere? What if I sleep? That is a massive friggin' roach, and it better give me a massive satiation to my appetite. Holy cow, it did. I'm sorry, I am on a different planet right now. I can't focus on anything. You just rest for a bit. Rest, little one, and try to think of better things. So this is going to be another one of those, when I wake up, everything will be alright, false reassurances. It's still there. And now it's not. PETA, the deer is here. So what do we do about that? Well, I guess we just continue doing our job, right? Just back to work? Nothing to be done about it? To be fair, that is one of the more convincing things we can send back to home base. But I guess that means we can wake up Kerfur again, right? There you are. Alright, back to work. You learn in this job pretty quickly that you kind of have to let things roll off your back. Speaking about stuff rolling off your back, we've got a wrestle back control. So we can send you launching forward like that. I do not know how to get you to turn left, right, do whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and refresh. And now you've got your autonomy restored. So is that you knocking over the TV? Is that what I just saw? No, thankfully it was too heavy. I've seen you do some real damage before. Well, Kerfur, you're going to get to listen to your first signal. So that'll be fun. Or maybe you listened to one earlier, I don't remember. Point is you're on the job training, so here. Kerfur, do you also function as a code breaker? Look at me wondering where zombie deer come from. That note. The note at TR1. And if I remember correctly, we also saw the ghost deer in that general direction, didn't we? Maybe what you are has nothing to do with the cabin itself. Maybe you're just an old trophy left behind. Left to linger and seethe. Oh, it's 3:30. Let's check out the cave. You're open. This is all reminding me, actually, we need to put a camera at the house that's out there. Because I want to see what happens in the sacrifice site. That's all I can call it, is the sacrifice site with the blood on the walls at 3:33. I suspect something. Now, you gotta be really careful at this hour. They call it the devil's hour for a reason. 3:33, all manner of strange things tend to happen. And the way you ward off those bad thoughts is with some nice, relaxing cleaning. Believe me, you'll hate that you have to do it at first, and then you'll love the distraction over time. Enjoying the emergency shower, Kerfur? That's fine. Something you guys had told me about is that it can actually work quite well to just sort of dump a bucket all over a mess. That may not have gotten close enough. Hang on, let's try that for the better. You know what, Kerfur? I actually like it that you're having trouble with that ledge. Frees me up to not have to worry about you so much. Not to be insulting. It did something, I think. Maybe not as convenient as the sponge, but it did something. Look at that sunrise from this view, though. Even on the cameras, it's pretty. And because it's so high up, we can see it before we see it down here. That seems like a good time to listen to a signal. Two of the same thing? Yeah, no, I think they actually are. Wow. What are the chances, huh? As I look at all these expensive items with my nose pressed against the glass like an orphan at a toy store, I can't help but think it's really funny that the scuba mask costs 1,000 credits, while the tank only 150. We'll worry about that later, but of course I have not forgotten about that thing at the bottom of the lake. What I may have forgotten about, however, is to take a picture of it. I got the camera fairly late into this playthrough, at least by my standards. Which reminds me, I should also be checking my photos a bit more often, because that portfolio is starting to look more and more convincing, isn't it? Remember the time there was a giant cockroach? Look, in the background you can see the zombie deer that decided to sit at my desk and control Kerfur. The memories we're already making at this accursed place, huh? My god. There's Kerfur hanging out with the zombie deer on his first day on the job. Say hi! Oh, the little prankster. Because you've been such a good employee on your first night, I've decided to reward you with a company pizza party, since, you know, I keep all the hundreds of credits that I make. There you go. You can't eat, but you can watch me eat. Some people make a living out of this. There's something moving around out there. So maybe I'll start my day a little bit early. It's on the way to the hole. And now it's gone. You know, some of you were saying you couldn't see what I was looking for when I was arriving back at base last time, and I said there was something in the sky, and I couldn't find it when I came back out. It didn't show up on the camera either. I thought I was seeing things. I thought it was a speck on my monitor or something, but looking back at the recording, no, 100% it is there. There was some dark object miles up in the sky, just a little dot. And I am not going to let go of that thought. That's something that, like, if it's what I think it is, or rather, if it's not just some celestial body up there, that's something that was missing from this game. I mean, not entirely, but just random, ambient, strange things in the sky. Something that doesn't make you immediately point up and say, it's aliens, but, you know, suffice to say, it's freaking aliens, man. Alright, you are starting to run low on energy, so we'll just kind of let you rest for the time being. Here, you can charge in the corner. You hold down the fort while I'm gone, okay? There you are. And I will go see what's going on. We'll also stop at those transformers. And also, we're going to try and stuff as many of those MREs in the barrel into our backpack as we possibly can. Now, in order to help us with this, we're going to order a second hook. May seem a waste of money when that other one is right up there, but it's been hanging for like 3 episodes at this point, and we've missed so many opportunities due to not having one. Just in time, Mr. Hook. You can help us go about our business today. And let's move this out of the way, because I also ordered an item box for the MRE shipment. This game is all about diversifying your income. It's really a good life simulator. Managing your time, balancing work and life. Excuse me. I mean, first generate the hash code, but also, hang on, what's the command to scroll? SCR? Random inputs as errors, starting with something weird up on the right. And then they slowly start to become more intelligible until execute, connect station, connect system core, system core access. Why are you all suddenly turning? That couldn't possibly have been me. Reactor disable, core deactivate, remove kernel. So you were trying to do something regarding the core, which is not integrated yet, the reactor, and then cover it up? Okay, well, we're getting back there right now to see what it is you're doing. I was in the middle of a signal. But I get the impression that this is very important. We can take the... We can write down the hash code back at base. What are you all doing? Unknown. Well, the download percentage definitely makes it seem like you just started. And we'll be ready. It's like somebody did something from right here and then just settled on sitting in my desk. You know, everybody's just sitting in my desk like they own the place these days. But which one was that? I think that was Mike. That was Mike we just messed with. I was gonna do a whole day, but you know what they say. Man plans, aliens, zombie deer, possessed mannequins, and various paranormal entities laugh. You know what they say. If we are going to be dedicated to learning all the secrets of this place, then forget this camera, I think. Because I want to move you to the other place, and I don't want to spend a lot of money today. Maybe we'll put you back at some point, but I have other plans for this. You know what would be kind of creepy? If there was logs of door entries. You know, like you can see a log saying when you put in a correct password or an incorrect password, whether the door was opened or closed, whether it was locked or unlocked. And maybe there's more inputs than you've put in. Okay, let's put you out, save you, and start processing you up to go out tonight. In the meantime, let's look for a signal that we actually wanted to look for. But then again, maybe you giving us one is far more than we could have hoped for. I mean, that's the void itself saying, hey, look at this. The weather has taken a turn pretty quickly, but we've still got to get out there. Radar looks nice for now. So let's go check it out. I think we may have actually approached something close to a return on that mining rig by now. It's absurdly expensive, but it helps. Oh man, this means we're not really generating any electricity. Man, these days out in the rain, it makes me feel like a true park ranger. Like, I can just feel the damp air. Like, I can just feel the damp air, and I've got my poncho draped over me. And I guess Dr. Kell's jacket is something of a poncho. It's big and baggy enough. And it looks like construction continues. They've even got a light source. Alright, well, this guy right here, Papa, is down, and right beyond this is Victor, so everything we still need to do today is just in this general area. I love it when things work out. Potential complications, getting struck by lightning. I don't know if getting struck by lightning is a thing in this game, but it feels like it could be, and that's enough to scare me. Let's just stop and monitor your progress a bit, shall we? Gotta make sure we're not moving when we do this because it'll be motion blurred. Yep, you've added yourselves a little makeshift ladder. This is gonna be real cozy once you're done, huh? You know, I kind of want to pick up the trash for you, but I wonder if that won't cause some issues. Now I know better than to even touch this stuff, but maybe we can do something with you later. Oh, I've just remembered, I've got to start bringing you gifts. Maybe some offerings of shrimp. I do believe some offerings of shrimp will go quite appreciated. In fact, it's not lost on me that when we returned to the picnic site, the shrimp that we left was gone, package and all. All three of you guys should be good for a while. It's always good for peace of mind when you get those things. Unfortunately, that peace of mind tends to persist until they're almost ready to die again. I was actually thinking maybe, because look, I've tried this in previous games. They do not appreciate you putting up a camera right there in their camp. It'll end up coming back to you later on, but you'll lose its feed immediately. Perhaps if we put something, say, on Victor, maybe then we could snoop? But then maybe that would cause us to lose reputation as well. Like, if we have just anything pointed at them from anywhere, maybe it's not about just distance. There's a real lack of communication. It's really cool because even when you start to get more familiar and these things stand right out in the open, you never feel like you're in open communication. They don't start to feel like just characters the way somebody like Kerfur does. I think that's the strength of this game, is that there's so much going on, and it's handled in such a way where even in spite of the silliness, it never really loses that sense of wonder and mystery. And of course the potential for terror that comes with that. I feel like this update has given it a much-needed push in the more serious direction, even while maintaining its unique personality. It's slower paced, it's got way more in the way of atmospherics, and it wants you to engage more with the job by having more to do and increasing the prices. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is that I'm not just doing it all in the beginning and then coasting like I used to. And I know I say that in every part at this point, but it's really changed the experience in a big way. Alright, let's attempt a dangerous river crossing. Coming out here in the rainstorm is gonna make this quite interesting. Oh wait, we can use the hook to save us. Yep, there we go. Technology wins again. Yep. Ow. Make my way through the rainstorm, knowing what I'm making my way towards makes this even creepier. Why is it that these storms always seem to precede me making a discovery like this? Or in this case, following up on a discovery? Now here's the question, do we want to watch the door? Do we want to watch the whole cabin itself? How do we place this? I can just imagine crawling in here for shelter from the rain and finding it's not all you expect, that maybe it's worth roughing it out there. Tell you what, if we put you here, you should have the range to see all over, including down. Okay. I don't really want to spend any more time here than I have to. Oh no, oh no. No. Okay, this is actually, believe it or not, this is actually better. We can pull ourselves out anyway, but If this thing ends up in the river, that sucks, but we can carry it out. If it ends up in there, I think it's gone. I think that is, we have to reloadsville. And I don't even know how long it's been since we saved. Right now, I am on the hunt for that log containing the MREs. We need to do the greatest stale food heist this park has ever seen. Maybe the greatest the world has ever seen. Maybe the only the world has ever seen. But you guys assure me that they're worth something. There it is. This weather also makes it hard to tell what time it is. So I'm going to save. Yep. Now let's remove our backpack, because we want to come away with as much as possible. And please don't get stuck somewhere I can't get you. Huh, that's lame. Seems like the backpack can only store a dozen or so MREs. These things actually have a bit of volume to them, don't they? So let's just take all we can. And that'll probably be about it. And use you to remove ourselves from the situation. And oh right, this actually proved difficult last time, didn't it? We gotta kind of launch ourselves out. Well, so much for that attempt. I'm sorry, I got a bit distracted. You're trying to launch yourself each time, huh? Alright, under the end there, up and over. There we go. I started to train myself to use right-click more so that we don't lose this thing. I think you fell in, so that works just fine for me. You'll never get my Lucky Charms. Now, obviously, our most valued signal for the day is going to be the one we were just processing, the one that the tower is just kind of tuned to all on their own. And it should be done by now. And we never actually set the thing to you, or low. I was pretty sure I did. Whatever, it doesn't matter, there's still time. We're gonna want to make sure we're nice and quiet for this. Almost a meme that it's just this. Like the most common signal in the game. That was a very, very strange occurrence, and doesn't seem like there's really a payoff. I still cannot understand why that happened. Alright, but tell you what will console me is a literal payoff. Creepy shadow. I know it's just the sun going behind the trees, but you know, what if it wasn't? Oh, God, I'm having quite a time getting there. Alright, let's wake up Kerfur. You should be long fully charged. Yep. You're really just somebody to keep me company during the nights for now. Come here and just start stuffing this thing. That's 25 MREs, which gives us a nice, convenient number with which to measure what we're getting, and okay. I'm gonna need you to wait here, because our thing is down. Here we go, climbing again. What a time to be alive, huh? I mean, really. I'd like to have a camera up here, but there's just so much going on, so much to keep track of, and I don't know, it's overwhelming. But if anything, that just kind of makes me happy, because it means we are at a point where we really can't focus on everything at once. We have to prioritize. And it means that this game, for as open as it is probably going to start encouraging multiple playthroughs. I don't know, it feels like every new edition just exponentially increases the amount of time you could spend here. You guys are coming in with me. Kerfus, wake up. I want to show you something. Follow me. Kerfus said follow me. Kerfus? Kerfus, where did you go? Where did you run off to? Did I accidentally activate you or something? We'll have to check the cameras. You can follow me inside if you want, buddy. I've got plans for you. You're out there. You're trying to fix a server. I didn't ask you to do that. I must have accidentally hit it, I guess. Hopefully you can... Oh, well, it seems like you made it. If you can approach it from a good angle, you'll be okay. Let's watch you get that done. We're starting from credits 46. I don't think we get something for you repairing this. I'm just trying to keep account of what each MRE is worth. Okay, that's fixed. You're gonna hopefully try and return now. I don't want to make a trip out there to get you. Oh my god, it's headache-inducing watching you work. How do you stand it? No, it didn't say Kerfus can't find broken server, so you're looking for another one now. There we go. Ooh, wow. 250, so they're worth like 10 each. Look at Kerfus go, little forest predator in the night. Maybe you're a bit more capable than I had led to believe, although the fact that you can get stuck is reason enough to put you on a leash. Wow, I did not know you would do stuff like that. You just launched yourself off the edge. Okay, you came up with a little bit less momentum that time. Yet you seem even more hyperactive than usual. But at least it takes some of this work off our hands. I hope you'll still show up on radar if you run out of battery out there. But that's alright, you should start heading back now. May actually be beneficial, since Kel doesn't seem to mind, to keep a sizable amount of rotten food around. I mean, it could help us keep our hunger up, the way mushrooms used to in earlier versions of the game. You're stuck. Looks like you might work yourself out. Yep, there you are. You're stuck at the front of the property, though. Hang on, I'll let you in. I hope you learned your lesson. Alright, come on, you. Let's get you inside. It's way past your bedtime. I think that sound was... Yeah, no, no, no. It's the roaches running over. That's what we heard before, too. Okay, I should know that by now. Oh, I'm accidentally picking them up. That's alright, we can save some for later. You too will learn the joys of these delicacies. Oh, your light being on is making this very difficult. How are we doing in terms of that? You're almost done, and we've got plenty of time to wait to send you out. Your reflection in the glass, spooking the heck out of me. Seeing that in your thermal vision makes you seem like a predator or something. Which I suppose you were to those unfortunate cockroaches. I had already gotten this thing ready to send out for the day just in case it didn't let us. But we can always add more. And, we'll at least get the 300 good boy points, I think, even if we got off to a rough start this week. You're still here. Again, quite alright. Your buddy is coming. Awesome. Kerfus, I'm going to show you one of the biggest joys of this job. Dealing with trespassers. I hope that was an unfriendly bash and not a high five. Now, the thing about these guys, Kerfus, is that they really like to play stoic. But you're going to find that there are certain things that can break their discipline and get a reaction out of them. Now, remember, you don't want to break these guys up the traditional way. You want to... Ooh, that didn't even burn up all the way, that big piece of coal. You don't want to break them up the traditional way. You want them nice and sealed inside. I'm going to leave you to wash them for a second because you can't climb stairs. You need to get that fuel tank. Simply insert the fuel tank like so, and pull the lever. And watch them go. Oh, they are not happy about that, not in the least. No, they're not, are they, Kerfur? They're burning alive. They can feel it. These things have nerve endings granted to them by paranormal entities. Look at all that money we got from this job. Between the MREs, the job, and the mining rig, we are loaded once again. Your purchase is negated. And we are right back to business as usual. Roach. That one was a team effort. I'd really like to go to sleep right now, but I think it's probably a bad idea to leave this thing running, right? It's like microwaving a fish for too long in Project Zomboid. And just like that, there is suddenly silence. So you just wait for this thing to unwind fully, see if that coal burned up. Seems like it did, and it was worth a fortune. And they're gone for good. And that is how we deal with trespassers. Did you just rake me with that thing? Like, did you cause one end to come up and hit me? I have player physics damage disabled. Something weird is going on with that. Alright, well, let's keep going then. We need 2. Expensive, very expensive. And these are kind of pointless if we don't also buy at least 1 new GPU, spending 500 right there. Now that we've got these things, we can put them here. We need, I believe, 4 metal scrap and a good amount of electronic scrap. Thankfully, we have what we need for that. There's 1 electronic scrap, but we need more. We need a lot more, and the best way to do that is with drives. Ow. No, I'm just taking random damage at random times. So that's bad. I think something is wrong here, because that shouldn't happen just from sleepiness. Did I actually get cancer at some point? I mean, those meds in the marketplace have been disturbing me for some time. Is this going to get worse and more frequent? Maybe I should actually be keeping a strategic stock of medicine. I'm told that when you take it, it cures you, so I guess medicine is really great in this universe. Oh, wait. What was that noise? Don't have time to worry about it. We'll get the camera out in case I see something. Firefly. Nothing's opened the door. What do our cameras have to say about the new place? There's a red light at night and the name is... That looks like an elevator. Is that the normal wall beyond? I don't know. I don't think so. Will this remain this way in the morning? Well, definitely not in the morning. Okay, we'll check the camera in the morning, and then we'll get out here and see what it's doing. Kerfur, wake up. Wake up. You're gonna want to see this. Yeah. There you are. I'm gonna have to do the Reddit thing. I don't know what the print screen button is, so I'm gonna have to get... Not that this really tells anyone anything. It's 3:33. There's a bar in the top that we could maybe grab onto, actually. I mean, if the cabin is anything to go by. We just opened up a camera onto Silent Hill 3. What is going on here? Those are rocks out there. I thought maybe they were mannequin stands. There's our save. There's a planet ready to go. Unfortunately, I'm breaking down all my drives because I need the electronics scrap. I don't want to spend any more money in case I need the cancer meds ASAP. I have no other explanation for the damage that's being done to us. Well, we might as well embrace the mood, right? Let's get you going again. I know this can be scary, but holding up right here, you're safe with me. I mean, the zombie deer didn't do anything to hurt you, did it? And that's good that you believe that and I believe that, because I don't actually think I could stop that thing from coming back if I tried. I'm gonna just really buy a whole bunch of drives at this stage, because we need the scrap, we need new drives. We just need all around. There we go. 40 might be a bit much, but if we can just hold out another day, we'll probably have our 500 back. And this mining rig is going to totally pay for itself. Never mind the fact that I keep spending everything I make back into it. But I think the ones we have will also start making more money, right? The GPUs, because they are more efficient when you add coolers. There's the drone. Now, be careful with this, Kerfur. The opening of this gate at night is one of the most dangerous times on the job. Source sure feels that way. Take all of you. And let's make sure you come back in here. Last time I left you on this platform, you ran off on me, which I don't ever want you to do. Now we're going to make our electronic scrap, which allows us to make our cooler. There we go. And now we can place this on here. Our efficiency is now 25% as opposed to 10%, so it more than doubles. And we place you here. And we should be able to get at least 2 more GPUs on this without spending on those things. Oh god, I'm already talking about expansion. We're just going to finish one signal for the night, and then I'm going to go to bed and we'll get something of a late start. I think we've earned that for ourselves. And we can't keep relying on coffee this much. Not since we're going to have to spend everything we have on healthcare in the near future. That was beautiful. But with something else at the end, it wasn't quite finished. It was like maybe we listened too long and it came back to let us know. There we go. Even in spite of it all, that is one full drive rack. Try not to knock this one over. Best rest I've had in a long, long time. But I don't know, I'm facing all of this with a new sense of optimism. How's our radar looking? Still about the same, although there's a lot here. Like a lot happening right here that I don't think my stuff can account for, but we lost that camera last night. It was just gone from the list. It allowed us to see something for just a moment, and then that was it. So now the question is going to be, what do we make of that? Oh, no, no, no. It's just that we have the name back. This camera is still named Cave. Let's start processing up this signal and go have a look in the vents. This is long overdue, and we've got to get our old hook back anyway, right? Yep. My mistake last time was trying to do this in the dark. Yep. And then we'll grab you. Well, there's a whole lot of trash, which is just as well, because we're going to need metal for more GPU slots. And here we have someone's hideout. Most likely an old coworker, but I don't think this is a chicken bone. Somebody took to hiding in the vents. Maybe against something where there was no safer place. 2311. Taking a note for whoever reading this. Saw that one figure standing next to the concrete pole. Could not get a good look. My eyes were blurry from the lack of sleep. Maybe hallucination? Who knows? Keep your eye on this. Update 840. Came out investigating the place. Saw footprints at the exact same place where the figure was last night. Update 1709. I do not feel safe here. I want to leave. I'll be honest, I was almost hoping for insane ramblings. At least then I could distance myself, but in this case, that sounds all too much like it could have been written by me. Anything in the bucket? I can only imagine what that was for, given how long you must have stayed up here. So you said figure by the pole. Let's go have a look then. Actually, we should also pay attention to the times, right? Alright, can we sort of Mission Impossible down from here? I believe in myself. Do 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 do. Come on, wake up. We've got to go investigate something. You get those roaches. You may get stuck fixing servers now, but... Huh, hang on. Were those red cables around this thing before? I mean, it could be part of the rework. I'm not actually sure if I've come directly up to the transformer. I guess it's not anomalous. Oh, there's even a workbench over here. And 2 fuel. Well, that's useful to me. And I may mean that unironically, but yet right here, What is that? No. No, 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 no! You didn't appear at all last season, you're back now! I have a bone to pick with this thing. Okay, I was about to end the episode here. But I don't think we can yet. I don't think we can, because you, if I remember rightly, you're gonna open at some point, right? Maybe at night? No. You can't appreciate the gravity of this situation, but me and this thing got beef. Yeah, there are secrets buried beneath this base, Kerfur. You just gotta know where to look. Oh, speaking of secrets buried beneath the base, I have been putting this off for far too long. You remember that keycard we saw through the gap here? Let's just make sure we've saved. Okay, this is an absolute pain to do, but if we do it just right, we can bring this thing up. There we go. Alpha Hideout. Let's see where this gets us. I mean, you can come too, I guess. Kerfus? Are you stuck on the rocks? You're stuck on the rocks. Come on, you can get yourself out of that. You gotta learn to be more independent. There we go. We've got the dedicated card slots now. But that does not grant us access to the bunker itself. Okay. Well, tell you what, though. This could still be useful in a pinch. Does it work on the main base itself? It doesn't. See, there is a device where we can change the passwords on these keypads, but if we need that to get down here, why even have that be the case, that the keycard can open this and only this, when we could do the same thing with the password changer? Hang on, yep! God, that never gets old. Alright, in lieu of a better thing, let's use this bad camera for now. And thankfully you positioned yourself in just such a place where we can put this thing very, very close. I think it's more than a coincidence that you're just beyond the pole. Although I don't see any footprints in the ground. Uniform, X-ray, and India. Yeah, that's all way out there. Like I said, I was ready to end this part after last night. This has been so packed. But this thing, from what I remember, will disappear when I load a save, so we really can't let that happen right now. This game is just conspiring to keep me sitting here. But I can't let it get away twice. We may have to put off doing that elevator in the cabin for a while. But we can at least do our thing and clean up the trash here. I did say a couple episodes back that I wanted to be a good park ranger, if nothing else. And besides, it'll be good to get rid of all this. As for the organic waste, just chuck it into the water. And now we don't have to think about it. I may have been wrong about the Kell bonfire, but I was exactly right that you were congregating somewhere. In fact, you're all the ones that were left on your stands. Here's one that's gotten off, and then another. But you guys were brought here and have yet to come to life. Huh, but that's weird because there's stands left around the base, so are you somebody new? We must have been out to uniform before, right? I'm deeply concerned by the implications of this. It seems like there's a lot more of you than ever. Oh no, that's a garbage bag, right. We had to dump a bunch of them here. So, yeah, no, you guys were not here the other day in any form. Alright, well, bowling time. Yeah, the mountain goat handled that just fine. Maybe we should see if we can find some food. I'm actually very, very hungry. And I'm used to always having at least one MRE on me, but, well, you know, we sold that. Oh, and now would be a good time also to check on the progress of the campsite, huh? Looks like their walls are going up. Looks like you're establishing yourselves, but you haven't yet moved the furniture in. This thing is here. I don't even want to jump on top of it at this stage. I feel like that would be foolish and most unwise. Oh my god, it's really saturating me in the burgers now. I think I'll probably stop back home before doing this, or ooh, maybe we can find some MREs at TR2. We've got to stop there anyway, right? And as it happens, it's right there. Oh my... being able to fall off of the thing. Now I have no idea where it is. No, seriously, where did this ATV go? Thank God for the keys. Ow. I also don't like that when you fall over somewhere, you drop what you're holding. It's very easy to lose stuff this way. At least we know it's close by. There's got to be something here. Come on. I hear movement out there. Like vultures circling prey. Oh, it's entirely possible I've taken everything. I'm desperate. I'm real desperate. Go ahead and hurt me. Does it even make a difference? Wait. Perhaps there is hope. Perhaps if I break this open. There we go! Oh my god. Alright, but there is... Yes. Thank you. Okay, I've eaten. You guys can go now. Oh, what the heck. It's satisfying. It makes a satisfying little thud noise. Alright, now. Where... Oh, where did my little ATV get off to? There we are. God, these keys are a fantastic new feature. Such a simple thing, but so useful. Wait. Hello? You're all the way down there. Well, at least this outing is killing time, huh? Howdy. You guys are just getting up to all kinds of shenanigans, huh? Now, before I head back to base and focus on that door and surveilling that door, I should probably give a little bit of context for those of you who didn't see Season 1. Now, in Season 1, back when we were using not only a different terrain, but a different base, that thing appeared right in front of the bay window. It's in a different place now. I could just see it taunting me from in the woods, glowing at night. And whenever I would approach it, it would slam shut before I could get a good angle on it to see it. Well, I didn't have a camera then, but I do now, even if it is the bad one. For that reason, it is my belief that this door will open sometime tonight, and that hopefully we'll have a front row seat. It's really inconvenient doing this at the end of my record session and extending it like this, but, well, sometimes we just have to deal with it, because I don't think it'll be there if we save and reload. Let's hear what you have to say. Whatever, man. Whatever. Ordering myself another pizza. Actually, a baguette. How about that? Cannot determine location. You're doing this again, huh? Okay, well, let's get up there. We got a baguette and a food box. Which is interesting, because I don't recall ordering a food box. But at least we'll be good on food for the foreseeable future. Now we just gotta hope our item boxes get here in time. I mean, our drive boxes. Because things are coming our way from the look of it. I see you there. Don't you think for 1 second that I don't. We'll keep it zoomed in and ready. The camera may be bad, but at this distance, it's probably all we need. But we'll keep you off screen for now. Do you glow? Can't tell from here. I just hit the pratfall button. Stone house still fine. Front door, which I suppose is still aptly named, just kinda standing there, menacingly. I'm gonna start taking my own advice from earlier and send out a level 2 of a drive we've already sent. That'll allow us to get a little bit more points for today. Tear you off. Grab and put you there. Okay, it is now just after midnight. I'm gonna check those cameras, because getting a time frame on these things is important. 3:33 was about when we checked the stone house. So maybe we want to do a synchronized checking on these things. Front door still like this. Stone house still alright at midnight. But this is done. Let's not forget to wake up Kerfur. Almost didn't see you in the corner there. There you are. And we once again resume our work. Disturbing find, but maybe it's nothing? Yeah, you keep telling yourselves that. I'm the one here living it. Right, 2 o'clock. To it. Oh my god, there's a bunch of things out there. There's a bunch of things out there. Oh, I did not expect to be doing all of this in my last... what an extended recording session this has been. Alright, windmill. Windmill. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Kerfur, follow me. Wait in here. Okay? Just wait in here with Darwin and the gang. I'm gonna try and see something. There's like, what, maybe 2 contacts out here, if you don't count our 2 cameras that it's picking up. That door remains closed, so I guess that's fine for now. It's not 3:33, but we've got bigger problems. We might have to just let that thing go, because the session can only go on for so long. Yeah, I definitely think I need to buy those cancer drugs. God, what a game, huh? But I don't see anything. However, the frame rate is freaking out when I look over in that direction, and now it's not anymore? I am afraid. 306. 333 is to be when it opens. Then we need to start checking things more frequently. Things still moving about. In fact, something close. Although that might just be our camera out there. You're still fine. Stone house, still fine. There it is! There it goes! Look at that! It's wide open, and there's like a void inside. Like, maybe there could be some kind of voice coming from it. I don't know. But there it is. We got it. We got it on camera. Alright, well, I guess I'll show you what happens if we go try and see for ourselves. It'll never allow us. Somebody's getting cremated. Look, it seems like there's still a very good chance that there's something out there. And that rumble wasn't all for nothing, but what an episode this has been. From the paranormal to the visitors to I don't even know. All I can say for sure is that with the rising dawn, I am less sure than ever that I have even the slightest understanding of the forces at play here. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.